Hello, and thank you for contacting Wave Support. I see from your clinical request you have a keratoconus patient that previously struggled with contact lens comfort, and now you're refitting into Wave rigid lenses. And if we look at your designs, I understand from your clinical request that this lens is fitting reasonably well, but you're concerned about some bearing bands throughout the center part of the lens and some pooling areas. I guess my first thought is if the lens is reasonably comfortable and you're not having any physiological damage from wearing the lens, it may not be a bad lens just as is, but we'll talk up a couple of options for you here. If we look at the design, this current lens that you have, if we look at this back surface of the lens as it relates to the topography, as you know, here's your keratoconus, your cone, and you've got an optical zone right here. I see where you set your back OZ, and those are okay place to set them. But if we look at this back surface, the contour of the lens, if you look in this vertical meridian, you'll see that you have a pretty dramatic change in that back contour. And if you look at this lens under fluorescein, realistically you'll probably have a little thinner tear film here, giving that kind of a bearing look, and a little thicker tear film over here, so it'll give you that banded look in through this area. And if we follow that lens around here, it's a little more even contour, so you'll probably see less of a banding effect, or maybe more even touch through there. And if we get down here to the lower area, once again you get a little bit of a change in that contour. As you know, fitting these keratoconus patients can be a bit of a challenge. And one thing that's nice about Wave, there's a little new tool in here. I don't know if you've had the opportunity to use it. This little aspheric design. If you add this in here, and if I'm going to add it in a mock-up, this is a lens that I just, basically a reproduction of your current lens. And I added in that little, just one click of the aspheric design, and you'll see it creates a back surface of the lens that almost perfectly matches the topography of this patient. And so now if you look at those meridians, if we go back to this vertical meridian, we have a pretty abrupt change in that back curvature. It's really smoothed out quite dramatically here. And you'll see it's a very nice even contour. Same thing with this vertical meridian here, so you've really nicely evened this lens out. And I found quite often that this will give you a really nicely fitting lens. That's about as nice as that one gets. If you still struggle with comfort, you may even consider going to a semi-scleral design if you haven't had the opportunity to work with that. There's actually a nice little video tutorial on the Wave training website, and I'll include a link on this the email that goes along with this video. It's a 8-point fitting guide to fitting a nice lens. And they actually have an example of a lens of a cornea very similar to this one that you've been working with. So with that said, I hope this video has been helpful, and I think you're well on your way to be successful with this patient. Once again, thank you for contacting Wave Support, and have a great day.